We are... Live, it's a here. The starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the small forward. And for New York, they've got Robinson. Josh Hart out there with Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Bridges in at the point guard. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. Here we are, Greg, in Game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Bridges, no one around him. Hangs home the trifecta.
Well, you know Mikal was thinking free as soon as he got free. That's a nice delivery.
And now, we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Tom Thibodeau. DA?
And we talked about the problems that Giannis poses. He said, look, there's no easy way to defend Giannis. We have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. But he acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And here's Towns after Torrey and Prince hitting the three. Bridges kicks to Hart. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. Bridges misses. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And the Knicks with possession here. After the basket by Milwaukee, Robinson finds Anunoby. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Good.
When you watch Torrey and Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Up top, Anunoby. His last outing, he had 24 points. For 3, Bridges. Milwaukee with the rebound. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Prince wide open. No good from outside.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Anunoby. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
The jump shot just keeps improving. OG Anunoby, amazing. You put in the time, you get into a nice rhythm.
Three-pointer, Lillard connects from three-point range.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Towns against Antetokounmpo. And it's Towns penetrating. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Love to see Giannis get aggressive on defense, using that reach to track down the block.
Prince against Anunoby. Bridges sets the screen for Anunoby. Robinson left side. 2 on the clock. Here's Bridges. And good. Nothing was that time as it falls. Bridges got 5 points so far. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to Indiana. Lillard looking around. From downtown, it's rebounded by Towns. Knicks trail by 4. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
And here is Bridges. After Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Robinson passes to Towns. And Anunoby screen on Antetokounmpo. And it's Towns missing. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 13-5 run here.
And big men aren't supposed to move that well in the open floor. That's a big reason Giannis earned the name the Freak.
Now here's Towns. Flash down and we saw him pour in 22. Here's Hart. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Giannis a screen on Bridges. Lillard dishes to Antetokounmpo. Ball's knocked loose. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Hart. Outside for Robinson. Pass to Towns. Back to Robinson. And Anunoby in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Lillard against Bridges. Down low. And to Antetokounmpo. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. From deep three-point land. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Bucks on top. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
They've got OG Anunoby. Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Hart in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. Lillard finds Lopez. Back to Lillard. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. And a fun one by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking to paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Here is Lillard after the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline and stolen by Lillard. Prince kicks to Lillard. Good, nice job down low. Lillard's got 8 points.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Stolen by Jackson. Here's the break. Launches it. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Lillard against Anunoby. Stolen by Prince. There's the triple. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. Hart against Lillard. Out to Bridges. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Hart. Back to Robinson. 6 to shoot. Bridges for 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest. I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The ultimate blue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
On defense, Milwaukee. After Mikal Bridges hitting the three. The kick out to Anunoby. Bridges for three. And Lopez pulls it down. Bucks leading by 5. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead this team.
Towns, the pass to Anunoby. Towns against Antetokounmpo. For three, Bridges buries it from three-point range. Bridges has got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Off target from three-point range. The Knicks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Lillard outside. Good on the triple. He's got 11.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
A kick out to Towns. Off target with his 3. Bridges against Lillard. The shot will not fall. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that taking a peek now. And that is it for half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Bobby Portis out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Sims in at the center, locking down the middle. Break every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Portis can't get it to go.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
A wide open look here for Wright. The long distance 3 is barrel. Wright's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
29-27.
Trent against Wright. Trent up top. He locks up the alley-oop pass. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Pass to Tucker. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Wright finds Tucker. Back to Wright. And Wright throws it down hard.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Trent with it. He's against Tucker. Powered down as the whistle blows. A three-point play chance.
Well, we know Trent Jr. can flat shoot the basketball, but he has to balance that with his passing. Nice delivery there.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Shot from the top of the key. Tucker can't get it to go. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The Bucks working the ball around.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Achua kicks to Wright. Got a piece of it. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
There's the pick. Pass to McBride. Back to Wright. Porter with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee.
There's the win from Kevin Porter. Doing it, guys, defensively.
Knicks trail by 9.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's McBride.
2 minutes.
To the right side. Achua finds Wright. Will it go? Here's Hakordi. 5 on the clock. Shoots from the corner. Hakordi. A rebound by the Bucks. Sims has got 4 rebounds in this game. Trent with it. Achua's on him. And they get it back. Pass to Portis. Now Kuzma. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I love Kyle Kuzma not settling for jumpers. We know he can shoot it, but that's a nice job drawing contact.
ADB, one thing about Kyle Kuzma, at 6'9", he is a big wing.
What I love about him, Kevin, is that he's such a strong shooter. He can bang in the post if you need him to. He always puts up solid rebounding numbers. And I think the final piece we've seen him developing is his ability to distribute the basketball.
Trent kicks to Portis. And it's off from three-point range. Knicks trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Trent outside. Portis, the pass to Trent. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the high post. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Bucks lead by 13.
Oh, the scoring ability of Gary Trent Jr. makes it difficult on defenders to guard against that mid-range. My goodness, that was sweet.
Porter against Wright. They need this one. New York, no good that time either.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
The kick out to Wright. Pass to McBride. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
On the court.
Here's Bridges. Puts up a deep 3. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Towns. OG Anunoby is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Anunoby. The kick out to Towns. Hart, wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. Lillard on top. Defended by Bridges. And that one drops for him.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. Robinson a screen on Jackson. Now Bridges. The kick out to Towns. Just 4 to shoot. The putback. Back to Bridges. Outside Towns. They grab their own miss. And Robinson is right there.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
To the inside. Outside for Jackson. Outside Antetokounmpo. Floats one. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter. Anunoby passes to Hart. Back to Anunoby. Towns against Antetokounmpo. Towns a screen on Jackson. For 3, Bridges, and he's good on the 3-ball.
This is what you call putting it all together on the offensive end. Go ahead, Mikal Bridges.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul.
Lillard with it. Hart covering. And they pick up 2. And that's 15 points for Lillard.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Out to Bridges. Stolen by Jackson. Bridges with the steal. Back to Towns. In the corner, it's Robinson. Anunoby finds Hart. Takes the 3. And it's Anunoby. That time on the assist by Hart.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Anunoby with the screen for Bridges. That 3 off the mark. Bucks leading by 17. Pass to Lillard. Giannis a screen on Towns. Kicks it out to Prince. Deflects the pass. Bridges with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New York.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Bridges against Lillard.
Oh, goodness gracious.
About that finish.
Wow.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bucks.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lillard.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Anunoby.
56-42.
Lillard against Anunoby. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see... Look out.
And that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness.
58-44.
Nobody near Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Anunoby outside. Towns finds Anunoby. He takes it in.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Knocks it loose. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and Dave.
opening day, Grant. Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Isaac Okoro is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Allen. Hunter with the ball. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Anunoby against Mitchell. Anunoby passes to Towns. Right side Hart. Anunoby a screen on Hunter. Shot's good by Hart.
Hart does a little bit of everything on the offensive end. He creates, he can score. This time knocks down the 3.
Mobley, a screen on right. Here's Mitchell, and Mitchell with the slam.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Bridges passes to right. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Mitchell. 35 points his last game.
Driving inside, Mitchell uses his speed to get the better of the defense. They just can't keep up.
Bridges passes to right. Bridges outside. Mitchell against right. Back to Bridges. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And you look at what they've accomplished this year on the road. 30 wins and counting.
Yeah, they're reaching those historical numbers reserved only for the greatest teams in NBA lore. The types of rosters filled with talent, experience, desire, all built to win championships. I think you can say the same thing about this team.
And this is the threat that Allen gives you on the interior. Gets great position and then just jams it through.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Hunter. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Inside. And stolen by Bridges. Anunoby for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Every year, Anunoby seems to gain more and more confidence, especially in his jump shot.
And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, BA is the interesting Tom Thibodeau. Lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
Here's Wright, after the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Bridges outside. Towns a screen on Hunter. Here's Bridges, lays it up and banks it in.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense, makes the shot.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and Coach said, we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and we need to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance to the paint from his defense, BA.
Thank you for that, Allie.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
.56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Allen. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
And Allen provides 3 things consistently when he's playing. He'll rebound, score a little bit, and he'll definitely give you rim protection. So not a guy trying to shoot a bunch of 3s.
New York leading by 5. Here's Towns. Pass to Wright. Outside Hart. 40 seconds left to play in the first. The shot by Towns, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. For 3, Allen. Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound.
Here's Wright. Out to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the chance.
Electric. Bridges getting the fans on their feet with that dunk.
Mitchell against Bridges. From downtown. And that one's good. Mitchell for 3. Mitchell's got 9.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the Knicks, leading by just 2. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
DeLon Wright is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Yeah, the former dunk contest champ, Donovan Mitchell, showing off his bounce.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. And we talk about guys who can really guard 1 through 5. OG Anunoby is one of them, Brent.
Yeah, OG can make your night a living nightmare the way he can guard. He chases around shooters. He's physical enough to deal with wings who like to play in the mid-range. And he's relentless on the defensive end of the floor.
Anunoby on the wing. From the arc. Buries it from 3. Give him 8.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Mitchell, the pass to Okoro. Off target with the 3. New York has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Anunoby for 3. And the Knicks, another 3.
And that's his second in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
And there's a pick. Here's Mitchell. Ooh, power move by Mitchell.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Hart passes to Anunoby. Towns on a screen. Outside Hart. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And it's Wright missing. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Outside Hunter. Pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Anunoby for 3. Second shot opportunity. Out to Bridges. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. It's stolen by Hart. Anunoby with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Anunoby passes to Wright. From outside the arc. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Wright. Anunoby's got 14 points. Mitchell feeling it out a bit.
23. 2 minutes.
Pass to Hunter.
In the first half, 2 minutes.
And finished off by Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter getting enough room to find somebody to be hunted.
For 3, Bridges. And again, New York with the triple. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is to sweep your set offense. If your stars can go mono...
Look out! Spider Mitchell putting on a show.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Outside Anunoby. Outside Hart. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Wright. Spins. Unloads. Mobley grabs the board.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Hunter against Hart. Mobley, a screen on Hart. Out to Mobley. Sweet little floater. Mobley's got his third bucket of the night.
Imposing inside. Mobley is just too much.
Here's Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
They were able to pull out a win last time because their bench came up big. It's so important to have depth on your roster.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success.
Okoro, no good. Now Wright. Pass to Bridges. And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
For three, Bridges. And so it's OG Anunoby making things happen for New York. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. Well, now a minute to check. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Their trouble is defending the arc. It's got to be a team effort. Just one breakdown, that's all it takes to give up 1-3.
And now let's take... And that is going to do it for us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
On the court right now for Cleveland. Chuma Okeke is out there with Max Strus. Then it's Darius Garland. Then it's Javonte Green. And it's Thompson in at the 5, down low. And the shot is good by Garland.
3 points.
Garland right now really doing a nice job of staying in perpetual motion.
And Graham, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
32.
Knocks it loose. Robinson with a steal. Here's Tucker into the lane. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Knicks lead by 2.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you.
First team foul.
And New York has possession. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Left side, McBride. Pass to Brunson. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. 4-3. Offensive board. 3-pointer. 4-3. Brunson nails it.
The lefty Brunson with a sweet 3-stroke.
Brunson against Garland. Pass to Strus on the wing. Green Thompson with a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Green missing. Knicks leading by 3. Here's McBride. That three's off the mark. Here's Akiki. He's scoreless. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Achua. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Oh, they get a hand on it. McBride passes to Brunson. The 3-ball. Thompson pulls it in. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside Strus. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Strus with a screen on Achua. Here's Okiki. And the layup is good off the glass.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And now the Cavaliers on the break. And Garland with the basket on the assist by Green. Garland's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pretty good energy from the young guard Garland there. Rockets right back up the court in the fast break.
Green with the ball. And it's Brunson picking him up. Okiki's shot is good. Okiki's gotten his second bucket on the night. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Outside McBride. Pass to Brunson. Outside Tucker. Driving inside. 5 to shoot. And that's good. Jalen Brunson for 3. Brunson's got 9 points now in the second half. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Garland. He's got 5. From deep, Strus. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss. The Knicks have gone 4 of 8 in the third. And it's Javonte Green with a foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
.50 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Achua can't hit. The Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Outside, Green. Outside Garland. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Robinson. And this is where they've struggled.
Yeah, the half court has not been kind to them. Let's see what they run.
Achua passes to Brunson. Back to Achua. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And Precious Achua plays with some serious fire. I mean, he's the type of guy you love having in your locker room.
Pass to Okiki. Fires the 3. Kept alive. Green for 3. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Just in the nick of time. Yeah, they needed the 3 to...
It's a tie game in New York. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Wright in at the shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Mobley with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. And Mobley gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight.
Oh man, just passing it down. Nice. That's spectacular. And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. Allen inside. He's covered by Hart. And it's Allen who slams it home.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting very well. 66% for the game and looking really strong. Allen with a screen on Bridges. Mitchell. And another basket for Cleveland.
Intelligent decision by Mitchell, using the pick and roll to break up the defense and get open.
Anunoby can't get it to go. Cleveland leading by 4. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Allen against Anunoby. Allen can't get it to go.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
For 3, Bridges. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Allen with it. Pass to Hunter. Back to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
High value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
And again, the Knicks missing.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Allen with it. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Defense has got to respect that once Allen gets that close, he has that ability to score the ball.
Bridges outside. Anunoby a screen on Hunter. Bridges passes to Hart. Here's Anunoby. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one.
It's one of these nights with just everything coming together for Anunoby.
Cavaliers lead 53-47.
Bridges against Mitchell. 1:49 left in the final quarter. And it's off from 3-point range. Knicks trail by 6. Hart passes to Anunoby. Back to Hart. Anunoby a screen on Mobley. Outside Anunoby. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Mitchell. Oh, Donovan Mitchell. Just electric.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Wright finds Anunoby. Okoro on the wing. Pass to Mitchell. Here's the 3. Mitchell, bullseye from distance.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Cavaliers.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Donovan Mitchell.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Knicks on D.
Hart, such a tough competitor. He's going to do the little things on both ends.
No good on the quick 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Right, the pass to Bridges. This one for 3. The rebound by Allen. Mitchell against Bridges. So the Cavaliers take the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take
Welcome to 2K. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. You look at the Cavaliers. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, there's the Bucks. And they're down 4 spots from them.
And I think for Milwaukee, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Isaac Okoro out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in at the small forward spot. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. The shot by Mitchell, no good. We're about 1 minute into the first. And Special K as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game. He definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Just 3 to shoot. Pulls from the top of the key. A nice shot by Okoro. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Lillard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Mobley.
Hey, look, if you could pick anybody to take the last shot for your team, Lillard would have to be that guy. In crunch time, he is lethal.
You know, Clark, I've been wondering your thoughts on the possibility of the NBA shortening the season in an attempt to mitigate injury.
Look, Kevin, I've long been a proponent of a shorter season. I think 65, 66 games, 1 month less on the regular season would be great. We know load management didn't decrease injury rates, so I'm not sure a shortened schedule would either, but I do know it would improve the quality of play for the players, and I think that would be beneficial to the fans.
Now, here's Lillard after Taurean Prince's miss. The shot, no good. Mitchell against Jackson. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Mobley outside. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
A lot of focus on the part of Mobley. Gets great position, feet set, and lets it fly.
Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. Giannis outside. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan.
Takes more than this to stop Lopez. He can be so physical in the interior, pretty mobile, too.
Inside, Allen. And Allen slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And it's Lillard missing. The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
Now here's Prince, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Lillard against Hunter. Takes a 3. Lillard misses.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Okoro, and Okoro throws it down.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Lillard dishes to Prince. Stolen by Okoro. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Lillard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Bucks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys. Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Okoro out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. Shot clock at 2 from outside the arc. Rebounded by Jackson. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 4-point game. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Mobley misses.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Now here's Lillard following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Over Okoro. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to Indiana. Mitchell against Prince. Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Pass to Okoro. Mobley, a screen on Jackson. Here's Okoro. And another miss by Cleveland.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 6. Back to Prince. And here's Giannis. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here are the Cavaliers now. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Mitchell against Jackson. Hunter with a screen on Jackson. Here's Mitchell with... Oh, that was terrific!
My goodness!
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Now here's Lillard. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Mitchell against Jackson. Mitchell passes to Hunter. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
It's Prince on the wing. Lillard scanning the floor. That one's good. Just his third make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game. Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Back to Mitchell. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. 5 on the clock. Fires from 14. Rebound, Milwaukee. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Now, here's Hunter. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. A nice shot by Mobley.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's foul number 2 for him.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 13. And the dunk by Lopez.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Jackson against Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Allen. And Allen slams it in.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Here's Lillard. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Bucks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hello, everybody.
They keep feeding him, and he's getting after it. Once you let him get comfortable, tough to slow him down, Kenny.
Yeah. And now, thanks for spending halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Bobby Portis out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Sims in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Showing you that awesome potential on that sequence. Porter Jr. doing everything himself on both ends of the floor.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the release for Garland is getting quicker as he gets more comfortable.
Trent against Garland. Trent outside. Kuzma kicks to Trent. 6 on the shot clock. Right side, Portis. Pass to Kuzma. Over Thompson. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And here's Strus for 3. Sims with the rebound.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Kuzma will not go. This is off the front iron. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Outside, Green. No good with the triple.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Nice shot by Portis.
Hard not to love the energy Portis plays with. He's not letting inside contact stop him or derail him at all.
Garland attacking. Pass to Thompson. Porter against Garland.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The shot's good. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter.
Gritty bucket. Garland knows he's going to take contact, but does not back down.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Portis sets the pick for Trent. A floater, and the layup is up and in. Trent's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
The 3 from Garland. Drains it from beyond the arc. Garland's got 8.
Oh, very solid from deep. Darius Garland hurts you in so many ways.
Trent against Garland. Trent gets the bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Strus against Kuzma. Lets it go from deep. And it's Strus missing.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Third team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2, Gary Trent Jr.
Trent hits them both. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Green with a screen on Porter. There's Garland. Yep, it counts. 10 points for him.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Garland against Trent. Traps in the tray.
And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Kuzma outside to the paint. Stolen by Garland. A shot off that time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with Okoro. And it's Hunter in at the 3. Okoro with it. He's picked up by Lopez.
And you know, guys, all it takes is inside positioning. As soon as you give Allen that, it's pretty much a wrap.
Lillard attacking. Kicks it out to Giannis. Oh, good on the 3. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Allen outside. Down low. Pass to Okoro. And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, recognizing the opening, and Mobley got it to his teammate there on a platter.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. A floater. Lillard misses.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could see why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, here's Okoro, covered by Lillard. The kick out to Mobley. Stolen by Prince.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
How about Prince? Really crafty defensively and coming up with the takeaway.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Pass to Mitchell. Got a piece of it. The drive by Mobley. Banked in off the glass.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. A nice shot by Okoro.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Lillard outside. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Portis is checked in for the Bucks. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
Milwaukee foul. Jackson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Okoro, wide open, he fires. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Lillard, covered by Okoro. 1:51 left in the 4th. Portis for 3.
The tremendous length of Allen makes him almost inescapable. He has the shooter well covered here.
No good. That would have tied it. Milwaukee has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And the basket by Lillard.
Lillard steps up, and you know this guy delivers in the clutch.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Mitchell outside. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. 5 to shoot. With the shot. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Milwaukee leading by 4. Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. Outside for Jackson. Out to the right wing. Lillard against Hunter. Back to Lillard. It's deflected.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use. Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working.
And it's Allen slamming it down.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Here's Lillard. Drives to the hoop. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal.
It goes on Isaac Okoro.
Well, that time Leonard's speed on the drive forced the defense to make a mistake, and they ended up committing a foul.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Hunter with a screen on Jackson. Mitchell passes to Allen. Back to Mitchell. Looking to get it going. The shot comes out. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Now, New York starting five. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the point guard position. And for the Bucks, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the three. It's still early in the season, Grant, but most coaches have their rotations worked out by now.
They really do, but if they don't, they better figure it out soon. You don't want to be tinkering with your lineups any later than this.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Jackson, the pass to Lillard. Three-pointer off the mark. Towns for three. Pure from three-point range.
My goodness, we've seen stretch fives in this league, but for Karl Anthony Towns to make that long a shot, look out.
Jackson on the wing. It's stolen by Hart. Three-pointer, Bridges. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Lillard against Bridges. First quarter, just over a minute played. Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. Soft touch off the glass.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
And it's powered home by Towns.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
Towns against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. Oh, there's the alley. 6 to shoot. And here's the fast break. Anunoby passes to Robinson. Now here's Towns. Robinson, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Towns.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
Jackson for three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Doris, it's hard to believe the Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, B.A., what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league. Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
The shake. The shot by Lillard, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Three-pointer, Bridges. They get it back. Got a piece of it. Jackson with it. Hart covering. Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
On the fast break, Lillard's quickness makes him almost unstoppable. Just beating the D up the floor.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Anunoby finds Hart. Outside Anunoby. Bridges left side. Fires for three. Counted from distance. Bridges has got 6 points.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Lillard passes to Jackson. Outside Hart. Back to Bridges. Towns against Lopez. Pass to Anunoby. Towns, a screen on Prince. Robinson on the wing. Shot clock at 5. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. First shot won't go. All right, let's go to Allie LaForce now, who spoke with Doc Rivers.
And we discussed Mikal Bridges. Coach said Mikal creates a lot of problems with his movement off the ball. He keeps the defense on its toes. We can't allow him to get into a rhythm. And he also praised Bridges' on-ball defense. He'll be the focus of their game plan tonight. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Bridges, following the score by Milwaukee. Jackson surveying the D, takes it inside. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
32 seconds left in the first. Here's Jackson. Ooh, Robinson with a block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
The Bucks trail by 3. Lillard passes to Jackson. Lillard outside. Top of the key. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. 7 points in the game.
And showing the point guard instincts there. Boy, Giannis can make it look easy.
Here's Anunoby. Robinson for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Knicks leading. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off. Jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in at small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
What's striking about Karl Anthony Towns is his resiliency. He'll bounce back from challenges. He's got a very impressive positive attitude.
And he lobs it up top. In transition, here they come. Hard with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Here's Robinson. That one rolls around and rims out. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Back to Anunoby. Clock at 6. Pass to Robinson. Stolen by Jackson. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Oh, Lillard with the dunk.
What an athletic play from Lillard. More than capable of just jamming it down.
Towns, a screen on Prince. Here's Anunoby. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Doris, OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. From outside the arc. And he can't get that one. The Knicks with the lead. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Here's Bridges. Kicks it out Towns. Three-pointer. New York, again, can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Lillard against Anunoby. Jackson on the wing. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bridges. Shoots from 14. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. For New York, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second.
OG Anunoby, because of his athletic ability, can be special in the open floor. Nice finish there.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bridges. For 3, here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard laces in a 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Really left him alone that time. Towns has gotten his 3rd basket of the night. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all see.
In transition, here come the Bucks. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
Yeah, I think something that doesn't get appreciated enough is Lillard's patience. But he's not one to rush things or look for easy outs. He knows it takes hard work to succeed.
1:03 left in the first half. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Hart. Up top, Bridges. Robinson in the post. Covered by Lopez. Robinson can't hit. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Pass to Lopez. Launches a 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
The ball's knocked loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last. The Bucks trail. Lillard outside. And there's the lob. Stolen by Bridges. Right side, Anunoby. The 3. Nails it from 3. Anunoby's got 7 points here in the quarter. Milwaukee with the ball. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bridges. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. New York out in front. They're up by 4. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
And a look here now at the Bucks. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. And fellas, bringing it back to our main matchup here. Through the first half, Karl Anthony Towns has been getting it. Thanks for tuning in.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. Achua is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's DeLon Wright. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Tuck Forty in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line. Yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
Achua gets the bucket.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doris.
I'll tell you this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
For the tie. Here's Portis. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
I like the momentum right there. A nice hustle play on the glass leads to a great finish.
Brunson passes to Wright. From outside, off the mark. And so Trent will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a one-point game. Porter's shot is off. New York has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. The kick out to Brunson. Achua with a screen. Beyond the arc. Brunson misses.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Well, we know Trent Jr. can flat shoot the basketball, but he has to balance that with his passing. Nice delivery there. Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Pass to Tucker. Here's Wright. Back to Tucker. From downtown. Sends it home from three-point land. Tucker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Brunson with a double team. Trent, the pass to Portis. Back to Trent. Six on the shot clock. Portis finds Trent. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, for a swingman, Trent has good size and is a sturdy, strong presence to him.
Oh, yeah, he sure is. He can make an impact on the defensive end with the attributes you just talked about. Not only can he be a stopper, though, let's remember, this guy can get hot as a shooter. You better look out. He can get on a heater.
Brunson passes to Wright. Now Brunson. He's guarded by Porter. Porter against Brunson. Brunson uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got his first points of the game.
If Brunson sees any daylight, he's going to attack. Did just that on the drive.
Got a piece of it. Achua against Portis. Here's Tucker. Right outside. Portis with the steal. Poke loose. And stolen by Brunson. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And a miss there on the triple. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Trent. The Knicks with the rebound.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And it's Wright missing. The Bucks shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. And Trent gets the 3. Trent's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Any airspace given to Trent Jr. means you can count on a bucket.
Pass to Cordy. Sinks that one from the post. And the Knicks lead by 1. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Sid, powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Outside Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Kuzma. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. And then Portis with the dunk.
Entering the league, Porter Jr. was a scoring guard type, but he's morphed into more of a ball handler. Very impressive.
Wright finds Brunson. Wright with a screen on Trent. Brunson passes to Tucker. Back to Brunson. It could go. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Milwaukee out in front, up by 3. And time for a short break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Pass to Lopez. There's Jackson with the 3. The Knicks pull it in. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
New York on D. The lead is 2. Lillard outside. Pass to Prince. 6 to shoot. Here's Lillard. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Yeah, inside Lillard is just so scrappy, turning aggressive defense into a foul while shooting.
And both free throws good for Lillard. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, BA. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time. Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
Left side Hart. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Bridges outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard pulls down the board.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
Double team on Towns. Bridges with it. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Anunoby. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. And the Bucks pushing it up now. A big-time flush by Giannis.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Anunoby for 3. New York again can't hit.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Lillard, the open look. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And now it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
It's kept alive. Kicks it out Towns. Pass to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Wow, Mitchell Robinson embracing the moment and a big-time bucket.
Here's Lillard. Now Lopez. Back to Lillard. Oh, down low, the Greek freak.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Prince has got 6 in the quarter.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Here's Anunoby. And they get it back. Back to Bridges. Fires the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lopez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Going all the way to the rack. And the basket by Bridges.
That is is big-time composure from Mikal Bridges. Backs against the wall. Got to have a bucket, and he delivers.
Bridges against Lillard. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Robinson. Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Bridges. Anunoby, a screen on Prince. Back to Anunoby. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Anunoby. The three ball. The three. Doesn't go for him.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Lopez against Robinson. Lopez passes to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. The three from Prince. Knocks down the long J. And so it's Milwaukee with the W. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be all right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
tip off this new season.
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
And now the New York Knicks starters. We've got Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart out there with Anunoby. Then there's Towns, and it's Brunson in at the point. Inside, stolen. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Bridges missing again. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And a record-setting season continues for him. Now up over 30 road wins.
And, well, you're talking maybe only 15 times in the history of the NBA has a team cleared 30 road wins in a single season. And in that group, a lot of teams that went on to win the championship. I think a lot of people would say this team is the favorite to go all the way. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Mobley a screen on Brunson. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Now, Mitchell has that rare combination of lightning and thunder. Like, he will blow by you quick, fast, and he will finish over your bid.
Hart against Mitchell. Hart the pass to Bridges. Mobley against Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. The tray. Rebounded by Allen.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Hart the pass to Brunson. Hart with the screen for Brunson. Sinks the three-pointer. Brunson's got 5 now.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
On the wing, Mitchell. Brunson covering, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
Now here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. The shot misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Okoro wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. Hart kicks to Anunoby. Brunson, left side. Stolen by Mitchell. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Hunter for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Here's Brunson. And Okoro pulls it down.
That's just the bucket. Like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Allen outside. From beyond the arc. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Brunson. We saw him with 19 points his last outing.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Pass to Allen. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
The size and strength of Allen is sometimes overwhelming for defenses, even when they try to rough him up.
That free throw good from Allen. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pacers in Indy. Bridges, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
Well, great feed there by Jalen Brunson, a terrific facilitator.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had 35 points last game out. Shoots over Brunson. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Knicks trail by 10. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Bridges a screen on Hunter. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Hart with it. The three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From deep three-point land. The shot, no good. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. Offensive rebound. Count that one from Mobley.
Good thing Mobley was right there, ready to get involved and save the play.
Towns against Allen. Towns down low. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got his first basket.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Tipped away. Stolen by Brunson. For the three. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The Knicks pull it in. Last time they met in New York.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
On the wing, Mitchell. Lets it go with a 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick and roll game, and he's improved his distance from 3. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think D. Wade with a better jumper.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity. The Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. I guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. Launches a 3, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Now here's Okoro. D right on him. And there's the drive. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. And one thing we see from Isaac Okoro almost every night, Richard, his defense is spot on.
Yeah, he's shutting down some of the top guys. This team feels like he's one of the best on-ball defenders in the league. And as a bonus, his offensive game is starting to come around.
Brunson outside. Spins. And Anunoby, here we go. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. Pass to Hunter. 1:51 left here in the second. In the corner, Okoro with it. Just 5 on the clock. The shake. And the way up good by Hunter. Hunter's got 5 points so far.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Bridges kicks to Brunson. Bridges sets the screen for Towns. And it's Bridges at the elbow. Hart the pass to Bridges. There's the 3. Hart, no good. Cleveland leading by 9. Mitchell with it. 12 points for him. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Hart.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Anunoby finds Towns. Over Allen. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hart, wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. Hunter dishes to Mitchell. Mitchell is double. A three, Hunter. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Mobley. Pass to Hunter. Mobley sets the pick for Hunter. Holds it up there for Mobley. And so it's Cleveland. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now let's catch up with David. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
You look at Cleveland, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in...
Now let's talk about our featured game. Guys, Donovan Mitchell was the star of that first half.
The Spider...
Thanks for joining us. Now let's...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
They've got Darius Garland. Also Green out there. Thompson is out there with Max Strus. And it's Okeke in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. The three from Strus. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trail by 9. Tucker a screen. McBride passes to Robinson. Here's Tucker. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high-flying and rim racking, and it's worth
it. McBride passes to Wright. Fires the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
That's a great lob to Thompson. That big man.
McBride passes to Tucker. Pass to Achua. Intercepted. And the wide open shot from Green. Those three-pointers off the mark. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
It's so deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Now Garland. Pass to Okeke. The three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson kicks it to Tucker. Back to Robinson. A wide open look here for Wright. And here's Tucker. Here's Achua. Over in the corner, McBride. Here's Tucker. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 9. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much.
When that range is being stretched, Garland showing he's up for that challenge.
They set the screen. Tucker the pass to McBride. Back to Tucker. Pass to McBride. Now, Wright. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Cavaliers ball.
And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Knicks.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Garland looking it over. To the middle and stolen by Wright. 58 seconds left in the third. And stolen by Thompson. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Wasted no time on that one. Bruce has got himself on the board with 3 there.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision and it paid off.
Here's Wright. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wright's got his second basket of the night.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Garland kicks to Strus. Outside, Green. Now, here's Garland. Guarded by Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. The wide open shot from Strus. Misses the 3. And here's Tucker. Scoreless thus far. Stolen by Thompson. Garland fires from way outside. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers looking at a 13-point lead. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. And so here's Cleveland. Now here's Okoro. Clock at 6. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Bridges with it. Pass to Anunoby. Bridges sets the screen for Anunoby. Back to Bridges. Fires from deep. And the 3 ball is good.
Drilling it from that coffin corner. Bridges wants that shot and searches it out.
Cleveland leading by 10. Mitchell outside. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Allen. And stolen by Anunoby. On deep, Brunson. Jalen Brunson caps off the break.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Mitchell against Brunson. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, man, and that is why Mitchell has won a dunk contest before. He knows how to get a few style points.
Towns down low, defended by Allen. And it's Brunson missing.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one goes on Anunoby. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
It's stolen by Allen. Now Cleveland moving it up. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Bridges sets the screen for Brunson. What a shot by Brunson.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. Mitchell outside. Stolen by Brunson. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Hard against Allen. Towns, the pass to Brunson. Shoots the three. Offensive rebound. And it's Towns on the follow.
And Towns is solid at getting strong position on the glass. Terrific work.
2 minutes.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Count it. And the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Hart.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Count that bucket.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
And so Allen will bring it up for the Cavaliers. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Knicks trail by 8. Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Hart the pass to Anunoby. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Hunter. A 3-ball. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Cavaliers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it will go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Donovan Mitchell.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
And Mitchell is right there.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, season.
And we've been waiting all summer, BA, to kick this thing off. So much excitement, so much hope, so much possibility. I'm sure both of these teams are going to come out with a lot of jitters and nervous energy, but we're going to settle in, and we're going to see the highest level of play right in front of us. It's time for the NBA to get it started.
Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the 3. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Mobley, a screen on Jackson. Here's Mitchell. Drops in the layup for 2.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
Allie, thank you.
You know, I've got 2 words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
Now here's Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line break.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the 3-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense, where he's very strong at attacking the rim. Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Lillard looking around. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Off the mark there with a 3. The Cavaliers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor.
Bucks foul. Jackson, his first, second team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside Mitchell, and he drives in, laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Mitchell's got 5.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Lillard passes to Prince. And the 3 off target. The Cavs have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Count it.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. He takes it in. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Just more and more complete appreciation for how complete the offensive game of Damian Lillard is.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Hunter can't get it to go. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Lillard outside. And he banks in the layup. He's got 6.
Muscling in for the basket. Lillard showing that mental toughness to get in there.
Mitchell against Jackson. Outside Mitchell. Let's go with a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Lillard outside. Lopez, the screen, takes the 3. And Damian Lillard gets a 3. Lillard's got 9.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
Jackson against Mitchell. Antetokounmpo with the block. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
It's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. That shot off the mark. Okoro outside. On the wing, Mitchell, defended by Jackson. And it's Mitchell penetrating, and Mitchell with the slam.
Putting his athleticism to great use. When Mitchell takes the initiative, he's hard to stop.
Here's Lillard. The floater. He got it up. He can't get it to go. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Cavaliers. He put together good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Taking a look at the Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Mitchell, a screen on Lillard. Okoro passes to Allen. Off target from outside. And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee from the arc. The rebound by Allen. Okoro outside. No good on the 3. Milwaukee in the lead. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by Mitchell.
That's just too easy for Taurean Prince.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 10.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Out to Mobley for 3. Hits the trifecta. Mobley's got 5 points. Well, Brent, there's some players who never stop talking trash on the court. Was that distracting to you?
Not really, B.A. That's kind of the fun part of the game when somebody's trying to get under your skin a little bit. If it's not just playing defense and it comes with a little chit-chat, it sometimes draws your attention and makes you focus a little bit more.
And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss. Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Mobley passes to Mitchell.
And that's the risk you run when you leave him in with 2 fouls.
Second team foul.
Clock at 6.
I think it's natural to tense up when Giannis is in the area, especially as a shooter.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Lillard. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Lillard's gotten 4 this quarter.
It doesn't take much or long for Lillard to catch fire. An incredible offensive talent.
Mobley, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. For 3, here's Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen He's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Stolen by Jackson. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second.
2 minutes.
There's the drive. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Mobley deciding where to go with it. Pass to Allen. Back to Mobley. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. For 3, Allen. The rebound by the Bucks. Lillard outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. To the wing on the left. Pass to Lillard. Lopez, the screen on Hunter. Now here's Lopez. The 3 from Prince. He's rebounded by Okoro.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Going inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, he's not going to lay back. Okoro is coming right at you.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Mitchell against Jackson. Hunter, a screen on Jackson. Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Nice roll from Hunter. Good feel on that one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside. Wow! A rim-rattling jam by Giannis.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Mitchell up top, defended by Jackson. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And he lays it up and in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you got to try and build a wall against Giannis and cover the paint. He's too much to handle inside.
Oh, ripped away. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. All right, now let's check in with Allie the Force. Allie, what do you have?
The Bucks, 24.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. Now let's talk about our featured game. Guys, Donovan Mitchell was the star of that first half.
He's been looking for a shot.
And that's a wrap on.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
They've got Max Strus. Thompson out there with Chuma Okeke. Then it's Darius Garland, and it's Green in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
Garland is so small that if there's a little bit of room, he's going to find a sliver.
Here's Trent. Thompson pulls it in. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Cavaliers. 2-point game. Trent against Garland. Four on the clock. Back to Thompson. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Thompson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Porter. And yep, it's good.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Green against Trent. Green in the post. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Green. To the paint. Thompson passes to Garland. Clock is at 3. There's the triple. The rebound by Sims. The Bucks trail by 3. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, speedy transition play by Porter, getting there to put the finishing touches on the fast break.
And it's Garland on the drive. Out to Thompson. Pass to Okiki. Portis with the steal. Trent right side. Inside. Here's Sims. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Yeah, good pass from Trent Jr. When someone is uncovered on his team, he'll be sure to find them.
And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best six-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire into his game, so this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
Trent, good work there as it goes. And the Bucks lead by 1.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's Porter. Trent outside. Over Garland. And the Bucks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Garland finds Green. Trent against Strus. And that comes off the assist by Green. Strus has gotten his first points in this one.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Trent for 3. Drills it from deep.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Green against Trent. Green, the pass to Strus. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Strus has gotten 4 this quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Garland comes with the double team. Here's Kuzma, and it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Look at the ups on Kyle Kuzma.
And Garland gets doubled. Okiki, the pass to Green. Thompson outside. Garland scanning the floor. Here's the teardrop, and the bucket is good. Garland's got 6.
Here in the second half, their offense has been strong. Great ball movement, really working well for clean looks.
And the Bucks going with a whole new group out there.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Garland against Lillard. Lillard converting inside.
Simply one of the best guards of this generation. Lillard lighting it up here.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Green against Jackson. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Garland for 3. That shot missing. It'll count. That one is off. And we've reached the end of the third. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 4. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Taking a look at the Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Mitchell, the pass to Okoro. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds now. Jackson finds Lillard. Lopez, the screen. Lillard up top. Three-pointer. But again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Well, you might have thought he was rushing. I think he knew exactly what the time was on the clock. Lillard keeping his composure.
Mitchell, look out! Spider Mitchell putting on a show.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
The shot by Lillard, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Outside Mitchell. Oh, Donovan Mitchell, just electric.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
Lillard outside. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Lillard passes to Lopez. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Lopez is a big guy, which gives him a huge advantage on the interior.
Hunter, a screen on Jackson from the strike. And again, it's Cleveland converting.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Bobby Portis has checked in for the Bucks. Number 9. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Whoa! Damian Lillard! Serious hops!
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it. Milwaukee ball. Milwaukee leading by 8. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Lillard's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And there is this old school feel about Dame's game. Even though he utilizes the 3, he'll get to the mid-range and bury those.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Puts the move on. And Mobley with the lay-in.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Now here's Lillard, guarded closely. Dame goes in, and the dunk by Lillard.
Now when Dame's on the move, you know something good's going to happen.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Allen against Jackson. Back to Lillard. A minute and a half left in the 4th quarter here. Pass to Antetokounmpo. No good on the triple.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Mobley, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Lillard outside. Just 5 to shoot. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And a nice find by Mobley, keeping his eyes up and his options open.
And it's Lillard with the ball for Milwaukee. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And again, it's the Bucks missing. And here comes Cleveland, trailing by 8. From deep, Mitchell. He can't hit that time. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Lillard. Jackson, right side. Antetokounmpo, left side. Puts up a three. And another miss by Milwaukee. So we see the Bucks get the win here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready, and Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie